you do anything is how you do everything. What a powerful saying. All right, it's another Saturday, and it's time for us to start getting it on. We got 4 people out here. Jim texted me and let me know if we got audio. Let me know if you're seeing things. What's going on, Deb? How about you? How you doing today? Gina, my girl, what's going on? Oh my goodness, what a day, what a day. Ooh. Oh, yay. Ooh. Y'all ready? Let's see, I'm just getting some light set up here. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Lance. Good to hear from you. I guess you got good audio. You can see things. Na, der Hengst. Du kleiner Stinker. Du bist schon hier. Ah, da freue ich mich. All right. Let's see. All right, let's shrink that down a little bit, guys. It's my favorite theme song. Don't be trying to pirate my theme. I got this licensed. I know y'all be jamming to this. All right. We're going to get into it, guys. This is a crazy day. I planned on starting this live stream at 1:30. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my day. I'm going to give you a chance to tell me a little bit about yours. And then we're going to get started with today's live stream. And as always, I'm going to try to keep it down to about an hour because you know I don't like to talk. So I got to make this quick, guys. I'm shy, I'm bashful, I'm an introvert. And it's just making me uncomfortable. But I love you so much that I'm willing to put myself through all of this to share what we do out here. It's called Amazon Arbitrage, guys, both retail and online. That's what this channel is all about. I welcome you. Let's see here. All right, guys. So today is Saturday, May the 23rd, and we're going to get this live stream started here. This week's theme was on the uploaded video. Hope you guys had a chance to watch it. We did a video about the feature Always Be Scanning. And trust me, like I said in that video, I needed that feature because, you know, as working class hustlers, sometimes we just don't have the time to do what we want to do. But we can't use that as an excuse because, you know, all the best excuses in the world bring you zero results. So, you know, They can make you feel justified at the moment, and then those that you tell can pat you on the back and say, "Yeah, what a shame," and then nothing gets done. Okay? And reality doesn't care about your excuses. The reality says you didn't do anything. You put nothing in, so you get nothing out. And before I continue yakking away, we're going to do what we always do as working class hustlers. Watch this. Can you read that, everybody? It says, and you're going to say it with me, good things are supposed to happen to me. And then you're going to say it again. Good things are supposed to happen to me. That is our mindset. That is our attitude. That is our approach. That is how we do it. And it's not over until you win. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. So yeah, what'd you think about that? Jim made this for us. How you do anything is how you do everything. And when he proposed it, it kind of scared me. It's a sobering thought, because it makes you start thinking about some of the things that you do that you're not doing as well as you could. How you do anything is how you do everything. So everything you do, you have to be mindful. You have to be cognizant. You have to be considerate of how well you're doing it. Hey, baby. I see my daughter's out here with me today. My little angel, Sonia. Like clockwork, baby. Always here. Anybody else who might be out here, I don't see you unless you leave a comment. So please say hello. If you're new, if you've never been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you join me on the live stream, hey, I really appreciate you. You are a working class hustler. So welcome to the family. If you have any questions, post them right in the comments. Trust me, these guys are good. They know this stuff. And they'll help you out right in the chat. Any questions are welcome. We got people here, probably of all levels, but I would say mostly you got beginners. A lot of us are intermediate, I would say. I don't even consider myself advanced. I'm probably, I don't know. I'm intermediate approaching advanced, I guess. What are sales? How you doing, man? Good to see you. So here's the deal. We're going to figure out some kind of schedule today, because I don't know what I'm doing. I work a regular job. They worked me like a Hebrew slave last night. I didn't get to bed till 3:30 in the morning, and then I had something important to get up for at 9:30. So, then then get this. I'm looking, and I got an email from Sam's Club on some online arbitrage I was doing, and saying package delivered yesterday. Well, yesterday was Friday. I didn't get no doggone package. I'm looking and looking. Just so happens, and it came FedEx. Just so happened the FedEx guy was delivering another package, and I'm like, is that the package that you claim I got yesterday? He's like, no. Well, sure enough, on Fridays, my packages went out, and I bet you the UPS guy grabbed those Sam's Club packages along with my outgoing packages going out to the warehouses, my shipment. And great, because it's a holiday weekend, so I won't be able to talk to anyone until Tuesday. Of course, I called and I got the whole, we couldn't find anybody at that facility. I'm like, whatever. Oh, What Our Sales is asking, who do I drive for? I drive for a trucking company called YRC Freight. That is Yellow Freight and Roadway. They merged some years back to become Yellow Roadway Corporation. If anybody's familiar with roadway, if anybody knows yellow freight, if you see these trucks, they're nationwide. If you see them going around, YRC, that's us. We tend to pull those little trailers where you'll see, we call them doubles or sets, going down the road, 2 little trailers and a tractor. Almost looks like a little train, So yeah, that's my story. You ever have one of them days where you just want to cry? Let me tell you, I was having one of those days up until I clicked the button and went live. And then I could feel the family of working class hustlers lifting me up. And now I'm happy. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I appreciate it. You see the power of you sharing some of your time with me. What our sales is asking, do I stay local or over the road? I stay local. Now you have to understand, I'm a union worker, so that's why if you go back to some of my other videos, you've seen me working in the yard. You've seen me driving a forklift on the docks, because it's all about seniority in the union, and wherever your seniority can hold a position, as long as you're qualified, you can move around. So you never know. I may stop driving and go back to the docks for a while, move some freight. I got videos showing some of the stuff going to and from Amazon facilities, some of the stuff that I source by the pallet. Is a lot of fun, and it's open dock, so you freeze in the wintertime. Let me see. Lance said, Lord, lift me up where we belong. Well, you guys are nuts. Then he corrected it to the left. Because he wrote, Lord, life me up. Oh, what our sales says, that's cool. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. The power of laughter. All right, so here's what we're going to do. What I'm thinking anyway. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we're going to do some news. We're going to do some questions, which you guys really don't have many questions, but we're going to have some Q&A. Then we're going to, I'm just typing this out so I don't forget. Then we can do, you know what I want to do? I want to look at some of the items that I talked about in previous videos, and I want to show you how those products are doing. It's so important for you guys to know that the stuff I'm talking about when I'm yakking on these videos, this stuff works. It's important for you to know this Amazon thing really ain't that hard, man. But you got to do the work. And that is the hardest part. Initially you're thinking, does this really work? And then it works. And then you go, wow, this really works. Then you get over it. And then all the other words go away. And that one word that you kept saying, work. Does this work? I don't know. Wow, this really works. And then all those other words go away, and the only thing that's left is work. This is work, guys. But you can do it. I'm going to prove it. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of the news. We're going to do some questions. We're going to do some examples of what I sell. Then I'm going to offer more questions. I don't know why, because when you have one, you just ask anyway, which is fine. Just trying to put some kind of outline here. Then I'm going to actually go out and use that always be scanning. Let me see. So demonstrate, always be scanning. Jim, I'm going to be fumbling around, so I know you're going to jump on me. I'm guilty as charged. Jim is on me as he should be. We got to get better with our production and try and be more streamlined. A lot of times I'm fooling around, fumbling around. There's just dead space while I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be teaching you. This might be one of those days, so hang in there, guys. Let me see. Demonstrate. Then I'll have some more questions. And then I got something. Oh my God. Guys, here's what you got to understand. In order to get better, so that we all benefit, I have to constantly be studying, learning. And I came across something. I came across a sobering reality that I was unaware of when it comes to selling on Amazon. I didn't even want to think about it because it's nice when you can just go through life ignorant. And hold on, let me see who's jumping on me. Okay, Jim, thank you. Like I was saying, it's just nice going through life ignorant because then you don't have to worry about the things that you should be worried about, and you don't have to address the things that you should be addressing. You just get to kind of go around and do your Amazon thing. And guys, so we'll get to that last. And I'm not even sure, I don't know. So hang in there, guys. Give me 1 second. Well, honestly, when I look over, I really don't see anything newsworthy. The only thing I can tell you is that Marketplace Pulse has reported that customers are more frustrated with Amazon and third-party sellers than they've ever recorded. Okay, more than 11% of reviews left for sellers over the last 30 days have been negative. Almost twice the number of dissatisfied customers than during Q4. And I don't know. I haven't even been checking my my feedback like I'm supposed to. So I don't know if has anybody been getting any negative feedback. Customers are frustrated. It's probably just due to everything that's been going on with COVID. Other than that, I don't really have anything newsworthy. So let me just get back where I was and see if you guys had anything. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Will, thanks for showing up, man. You were late. I'm late too. What our sales says. So I got blocked on an ASIN I was selling a few weeks ago because they said my price was high. So I did a POA and they unblocked me so I could sell it again. But here the funny part is they changed the catalog. Okay, so basically they basically deactivated your listing. They might have even put it in stranded inventory because they claimed your price was too high. That is something that Amazon has been doing more and more. I hate it. I don't think it's fair because you should be able to charge whatever the market will bear. The customer is free to make his choice. But of course, this is Amazon's sandbox. They're just allowing us to service their customers. And that's how they do it. Usually when it happens to me, I'll just start to lower the price a little bit at a time. And I'll do that until it finally comes out of stranded, and then we'll go from there. So I don't know. Let me see here. And let me go down a little bit more. We got some other. Andre Johnson. New just found your channel on Thursday. Thanks so much for joining, man. I thought I knew you though, Andre Johnson. That sounds familiar. Kind of common name, but welcome aboard. Thank you. You're here right now. That means you're a working class hustler. That means, hey, good things are supposed to happen to you. Let's see. Whatever sales says it was a hot item, sold 250 in 24 hours. You sold 250 units? Holy Toledo. I didn't know you was balling like that, man. All right. So wow. Okay, so we pretty much covered the news. Wasn't much. Nobody really has any questions, I don't think. So we're going to look at, hold on a second. We're going to pick an example of something that we was yakking about. Tell you what, I'm going to let you guys in with me. Let's see. So we're in my, we're in the, my YouTube channel. And let's see. Let's look at some, see if we can find a video. What was this? How to choose a product. Maybe this had something. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah. You remember this video? While I was talking about those, let me see, was there anything else in there? There may not have been. But in this video, I gave an example of those cinnamon toast crunch churros. Let me see here. Let's see how those have been doing. Okay. So there they are. 13 hours ago, 1 day, 2 day, 2 day, 4 day, 4 day, 5, 1 week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. So the point I'm making here is this, guys. When I tell you this stuff is easy, when I show you examples of what I'm doing it. So we need to, like I said, this stuff really ain't that hard. We just got to do it, right? I mean, and if we remember, I can't really zoom in. I don't know how to make, I'm going to learn someday how to use those controls. But remember, we paid $4 for these. And you can see they sold for $20.44, right? So, remember what that was? Watch this. Let me see. FBA. Hold on, guys. Hang with you, brother. Okay, now watch this. Remember, we're looking at those Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? Now we're in Inventory Lab. Remember, I told you guys, I got to get this. I got to start taking this business serious. And now you look, and right here you can see the product, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can see how much the order price when the person ordered. That's what they paid. You can see my buy cost. You can see the net profit, meaning this was the profit after it sold, and that was a profit margin of 81.2%, a return on investment of 431%. Well, over that. But that means you're talking about 4 times the return on the investment. And you'll notice the order price is moving around, right? Somebody paid $21.22, but then somebody paid $23.99. Then somebody paid $20.77, $21.49. And why? Because I'm using a repricer. Now, I'm not going to get too much into repricing because that's not for everybody. And I'm not going to push a repricer on you until you get to the point where here's what you got to understand, which most of you already do. Prices are changing on Amazon all the time. It's just dynamic. And when it gets to the point where in order for you to go through all of your active inventory, and reprice, if you were to do that every day, it's going to take you an hour to 2 hours a day. When you get to that point, it's time to get a repricer. Now, I'm going to give you my analogy. It may not be good, so chime in. You guys are good for getting me straight, because I'm not, I'm not the best. I just do what I do. I just work hard. Okay, you guys follow me. You know the kind of numbers I do. And basically with the kind of numbers that I do, if we liken this to racing, I qualify, and I have been qualifying to run NASCAR. The problem is when you get to NASCAR, that's another level. I've been running NASCAR without a pit crew. When you have a repricer, now you got a pit crew. Imagine trying to run NASCAR, and every time you go into the pit, you got to get out of the car, fuel, change the tires, wipe the windshield, check your fluid. You can run the race, but you ain't going to win. You're not even going to be competing. When you use a repricer, guys, if you actually looked at the activity, the repricers will show you what activity is going on. And I'm telling you, that stuff is happening. You might go out there, change the price, save, then go on about your business, and 5 minutes later it changes again, which you ain't gonna see, because by the time you get to the other 200-300 products, you see what I'm saying? No. A repricer, when you get to that level, it's worth it, because that repricer, it's going beyond change. That repricer is going and it's doing it literally that fast. All right. So let me double check if we had any other responses before we go on to another example. Okay. Let me see. What I sell says, and now Amazon is selling it for what I was selling it for. I'm telling you, man, Amazon they're ruthless. You got to watch them. Let me see if there was any questions. Oh, okay. For the repricer, it runs $100 a month, $99 a month. So if you're on that level, it's well worth it. And we're going to go over my numbers later. You know how we always go over my numbers. You're going to see, I'm telling you, my my sales velocity has increased. In other words, I'm getting much more because now I'm competing. Competing for that buy box and all of this is happening dynamically, where a lot of times my philosophy was set it and forget it. Come back, check on it 3 months later. No. Can't do it like that no more. That's inventory. That's tying up my money in inventory. Okay, and I'm trying to take it to that other level. Let me see. I just found a product on Always Scanning that I can purchase 252% profit. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. The repricer. See, we talked about that on last week's live stream. Hold on a second. I have a link to it down in the description on yesterday's video. We'll put it should be it'll be down in the description on this one as well. Let me see. But yeah, the name of the repricer is Aura. Use my link down in the description. I am affiliated with them. Let them give me a little bit of money. It ain't much, but won't cost you nothing. And we can work on it together if you need to. I'm still learning it. It's these software programs. You guys, you've heard me say it before. You got to put the work in just to learn them. They're not all that intuitive. I'm not saying that this one was difficult, but it's not for the lazy man. But then again, neither, like I've told you, neither is Tactical-Arbitrage. Once you put the time in, you understand it, and it's really not that hard. All right, let me see. Let me get back to the comments. Will says $99, it ain't for me. I will do it manually. Listen, man, and that's what I mean. I felt the same way for a long time. It depends on what level you're at. And you got to understand, your business strategy is your business strategy, as long as you have one. So many people get into this and they say, I'm an Amazon seller. We got to quit saying that. You're not an Amazon seller. You're a business owner. And you just it makes sense right now for you to be using Amazon. But you have to approach it like, you're a business owner, okay? You're a retailer. That and we'll get into that later. That's going to change the game because once you change your approach, that changes everything. Let's see. I don't know. What our sales was saying, that's the best one out there. I don't know if that's the best. I just like the philosophy of the person who created that software, Instead of, see, the problem, even when you think you might realize Amazon Seller Central comes with a repricer already in it. So why wouldn't you want to use that? Because Amazon, you have to think about what's in it for them. What's their objective? They're going to help you bring the price down. When you have a good repricer, it will also bring the price up. When you have Aura takes advantage of human personality traits, habits, and tendencies. Aura will continue lowering your price, and then all of a sudden it'll raise it up, and then everybody else around will go, wait, why did he raise his price? And then they'll raise, or their auto repricer will raise and actually bring the entire, margin up. The entire, you know what I mean? So let's see what our sales says. Amazon's don't go up and down. Yeah, I know it goes down because think about it. What do they want to do? They want to give their product, their customers low prices. That's why they keep doing this, where they deactivate your listing and they tell you, "Oh, we don't think your price is right. It's too high." Who are they to tell you that? Well, it's their sandbox. They don't care. They're getting 15% off of you no matter what you do. So that's a win-win for them. If they getting that money off of you and they can tell their customers, look how cheap it is, and they're upselling and everything else. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look for another video. Actually, hold on a second. We're 36 minutes into this. Guys, we ain't got much time left. So if you got questions, you better ask, because I'm quick to jump off of this live stream because I don't like to talk. You know that. So if you got questions, you better open your mouth. But anyway, what were we looking at? Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find another product that I talked about in my videos. And I know, Jim, I know I should have already had this together. So, but trust me. I'm not gonna have you guys out here too long. Okay, I think I got something. Okay, so watch this. Does anybody remember this video where I talked about this product? Now, let's see how we did with that product. Let's see here. So, can you guys see that? This was the product that I was talking about on that video. Now there's mocha and there's vanilla. There's mocha, vanilla, and like you say, 6 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 16, 19, 20 hours ago, a day, 5 days. That's something else from them. A week, 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So, like I said, just to show you, these products sell. When you talk about being transparent, this is the way I do it. If you're new to this channel, if you're watching this and you don't know who I am, this is how I do it, guys. A lot of people get you to their channel and they talk concept, but they don't show real examples because they're scared that you're going to take their products. Okay, but then they want to go watch all the motivational videos that talk about how much abundance there is out here. Oh, there's so much abundance. Well, prove it. Show me what you're selling. Okay, I show you guys. I don't show you everything, but I'm going to show you some things, and I'm going to do it on a consistent basis. You can't just talk, give a little bit there, and then say, well, sign up for my free masterclass. Come on over here to my webinar. Give me your email address so that I can bombard you with sales pitches. No. Everything you need is right here. Go through these videos. Talk to me. If I miss something, shoot me a message right there in YouTube. There's no reason that you should have to leave YouTube unless you want to. Do I offer some things outside of YouTube? Of course I do. But that's not the focus. And it is my mission that you don't have to leave if you don't want to. If you want to invest, go ahead and invest. Here's the true test of that. See, I'm already doing it, guys. So at the end of the day, I'm getting mine. You follow me? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Is anybody ready to see how I did this past week in sales? Let me take a look at something here. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll save that for later. Let's get out here to demonstrate always be scanning. And before we do that, I'm going to go back out, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see. Will said, Horace don't like to talk. Not sure about that, preacher. Gina said, yes, I remember. Glass ain't as transparent as Horace. Amazing. Thanks, man. All right. If anybody's watching, let me show you something real quick before we move on. This is what your live stream looks like. If you ever decide to go live, if you want to be a content creator, this is what it looks like. Now, this is what they're showing as far as likes. We need the likes, guys. That's what tells the YouTube algorithm that you're engaged, that I'm giving you worthwhile content, that you like the channel. And this is what tells the algorithm, hey, we should recommend this and see if anybody else would like to hear what he has to say. Because there's other people that are interested and maybe they want to see it. So if you have not, please smash the like button for me. Oh, that's not accurate? Okay. All right. Sorry, baby. So we're looking at 6 likes. Anybody else? Please go ahead and hit it. We don't really, I'm only showing 4 people out here. How many people are you showing out here, babe? Okay, it's up to 9. Let's see. I don't know. I'm only showing 4 people on the live stream. Oh, 16? Okay. All right, let me refresh the page. Somebody told me refresh the page. Translation, hey, dummy, refresh your page. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dawn. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's move on here. Because you know I don't like to talk, so we need to... And you can see right here, we've been on for almost 45 minutes. I'm gonna get going here because I'm gonna shut my mouth. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go out to always be scanning. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a real example. I'm going to see what I can find. Okay. We're going to go fishing together. That's what I like to call sourcing. We're going fishing. All right, so let me get this out of here. So this is Tactical-Arbitrage. You guys mostly already know, but just for the benefit of someone who may watch this video later, this is the software that I use. This is the bread and butter. This is the engine that that pretty much runs this entire power plant. And of course, in the name is the word arbitrage, which means you're just literally going out to regular stores and buying. You use this so that you can scan stores and try and find deals. And sometimes I find deals and then I have to actually physically go to the store. That's retail arbitrage. Sometimes I go online, mostly with this software, and that's called online arbitrage. We do have a link in the description. You guys already know. Many of you are already signed up under me. I thank you for that. You'll probably take this version right here, but if you go to tactical-arbitrage.com through the link that I provided, you'll see exactly what you get depending on what level you go through. You got library, you got wholesale, online arbitrage. You got online arbitrage plus wholesale, and you got the full suite. That's what I go with. And I'm not even using 20% of it. Trust me, once you figure out how to do this, you're going to run out of money to take advantage of deals. That's going to be the only problem you have. Because once you learn the skill, that's all you're learning, guys, is a skill. Once you learn the skill, you understand how to do it. It's not rocket science. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay? But you can see they offer a 7-day free trial. I encourage you to use the link down in the description. Sign up under me. You'll get a 10-day trial. And as soon as you get it, start using it. Okay? You're going to log in. You're going to see this. And it's going to be like, what is all of this stuff? You know, you're going to come out to product search. You're going to see all kinds of crazy looking stuff. Just get comfortable with it. Text me if you need to. And I can just tell you that real quick. Let's see here. Well, I'll get to that later. But look at all the sites that you can source with this software. It is absolutely mind-boggling. So when people say, oh, I can't find products, I'm not trying to hear it. Okay? People say, well, I'm restricted in this, then sell that. You can get with this or you can get with that. All right? It's not that hard. So here's what we're looking at, guys. Right here, always be scanning. Click on that. You don't even have to set up a search, because here's the thing. Let me just show you real quick. When you want to set up a search, this is the basic. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be over on advanced, and then you got to deal with all of this stuff, all of that stuff. It's nothing hard about it, but trust me, if you're a working class hustler, you don't feel like looking at it. You don't even want to look at it. But you have to constantly be sourcing. You have to be constantly feeding the machine. You cannot stop. That's why they call me La Machine, because I don't stop. But I get tired just like anybody else. So watch what I do. Instead of having to go through all of this, I just click on always be scanning. Remember, you're not going to see what I see. When you click on always be scanning, you're going to see something different. And you'll also notice I set up my columns because you can drag stuff around the way you want to see it. You don't get a basic view with this. Make sure if you're sourcing in the US, I don't want Canada. So I'll hit that. Make sure you're not displaying 100 items on the page. That's going to make it work slower. Okay. The products that you're looking at are going to stay out there. It's a running 30-day total. So if a product has been out there, a particular product, after 30 days, it drops off to make room for more. But if you can see how many products are out there, and I didn't have to set up anything. Now, look at, you can go out and you can, hold on a second. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my filters, and sometimes I get confused here. Oh, by the way, On your adjustments, you can set your tax. You can set the amount of money you have to spend to get your products into the warehouses. Once you change this, it's only going to apply to the new items as they come in. But watch right here on your filter manager. Now you guys already know I love gourmet and grocery. So what I would do here, I'm going to go ahead and source all of the sites, but there are certain ones that I don't care for. I don't like Bonanza. I don't like eBay. I don't like Kmart. JCPenney's we can leave. Kmart is garbage. Sears is garbage by default. That's the same company, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let's see here. Somebody just was screaming. Now, hold on, I don't need to mess with. I'll leave those alone. Let me see what else I want to fool with. I'm just sort of looking before I hit this. And you could save this if you want it, so that next time you already have it. Just move this a little bit. All right, so I'll apply that. And then we'll just start looking. See, some of these haven't changed since the last time I was out here looking, which was, I guess it was Thursday. But you're going to set this up the way you want. But like I even mentioned in the video, I like to know, first of all, I want to know the source, like what store am I at? And then I want the link to the actual store. And then I want to see what the price should be at the store. I got the picture side by side so I can make sure I got the right deal here. Should be $34.53. Well, that depends. Now, I probably wouldn't even source this, so we can go ahead and close that. But when you get into it, you gotta see whatever variations you got. I'm not even trying to get into that. Let's see here. That's out of stock, so then you would just move on. And on you would go. Let me see something here. Let me go to my chat real quick because I'm sure somebody told me, hey, dummy, you're doing something wrong. Let's see. Okay. Hold on one second. Just hold tight. Hold tight. I hit something wrong. Hold on, guys. There was something I wanted to share with you, how my strategy is beginning to change on how I'm picking products, but it's not coming to me at the moment. My brain isn't working. That's from lack of sleep. Let's see here. I want to show my screen in just a second. I didn't forget. So before you tell me, hey, show your screen, I'm just looking for something here. Let's see if I can find anything. Okay. Jim, I know you're going crazy over there. And they just put so much data out here that you have to go through. Here's something crazy to look at that I never would have even thought of. This is called a Stress Buster desktop punching ball. Okay, hold on one second. Did you need me? You okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the place where it's at. I'm looking at the title. I'm looking at the price, the adjusted price. I'm looking at where the buy box is. Now, I'm looking at the current rank, but remember the current rank, that's just a snapshot in time. What you really want to look at is like your 90 day. Because if you got a good 90-day rank, that's going to give you a better picture. Okay? But then again, we might be restricted. So remember, you want to check, make sure you're restricted. Okay, we're not. The price may have changed. Maybe it's no longer available or $19.95. Let's see. Is that the right? Okay, that says only 3 left. That's red. So the black isn't available. Now, you might move on, but then again, you might want to go out to Amazon and see what's going on. Okay, so from here, I would open that up, look at the competition. I'd filter by new. There's no FBA sellers. I probably wouldn't move on with that because they're saying that it should be 4106. Number one, it's not the right color. But if you did look at that color, yeah, I wouldn't fool with this one anyway. But at least you get an idea of how it works. See, and then you see how you got this one next to this one? That's not even the same. That's the reason why I have my column set up like that. So right away I can see the image doesn't match. I'm out of there. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This site right here, I should have took this off. This is generally worthless. Let's see. Just sort of looking around here. And I know, the thing of it is this, guys. I could zip through this real quick and make it quick for you and then give you the illusion that you're going to just walk out here and without having to do much work, everything's going to be done for you. That's just not the truth. You see how I'm scrolling around, looking around, fumbling around? That's life. That's how it really works out here. And that's why you're going to be in a separate class when you actually start doing this. Because most people, sounds good, feels good. Then when the clock starts ticking and you ain't found nothing, that's what separates. So let's see. Are we approved for this? Yes. Is it out there for $2.99 and is it available? Let's see here. So they're out of stock on that. And see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. You're going to have that happen. You're going to go out here looking. There's going to be a lot of stuff out of stock. But eventually you'll find the products that are in stock. Now, you might look in your columns and you might want to sort by return on investment. I'm a big return on investment guy. Some people are big gross profit guys or net profit. Some people say, I want to make at least $5 per item or whatever it may be. See, now something like this, I don't even think I'm approved for Wilson. Well, I guess I am. Who has that? I ain't dealing with that. Too many variations. I don't want to deal with it. I'm too lazy. Unless it comes to grocery, I'm not dealing with it. Let me see. Let me just double check. In case somebody had something to say to me. Pretty much slapping me across the head. Let's see here. All right, I lost that. Let's see. So Lance says, I've noticed with really high ROI, there's most likely quantity differences. Just found another product on Always Scanning. Checks out about to purchase. Good for you, man. Set at 30%. Pretty clean. Good job, man. It's great to see you guys out there doing your thing. Like I say, it's really not that hard. Let's see. Yeah, so that Always Be Scanning, it is a really good feature. You gotta, it's a lot of data to go through, but it did all of the searching for you. I just can't remember how to just search the categories that you like. There is a filter out there for that. I found it the other day and I can't find it right now for some reason. Because what happens is when you do this long enough, you find the areas that you just prefer to work in. You know, anybody that follows me knows that I love grocery and gourmet. And I did it before. I just got to fool around with it another time and figure out what's what on that. Let's see here. You know, some guys do good with home and household and bedding and all kinds of stuff. That I can't fool with. I gotta be honest. I do not like this layout. You know, maybe if I put my glasses on, that would help. Let's see. I mean, I'm looking at, they even got books out here, which I don't do. I probably should. Let's see here. I'm going to share my screen in just a moment. Filet mignon and bacon. And that is 25 ounce. Okay, so let me show you one real quick. Oh, Lord. So here's what happened. This came up in Always Be Scanning. It's at Target. It's pepperoni, filet mignon, and bacon, 25 ounce. It should be $9.99. I don't know if I pay sales tax on dog food or not, because I don't really focus on it. I don't think I do. But either way, even with the adjusted price, it is at Target, right? 25 ounce pepperoni, filet mignon, and bacon, and it is the 25 ounce. It's $9.99. It will ship. I can pick it up. Then you come out to Amazon. There it is, 25 ounce. It's not a multi-pack that I can see. Look at the rank on that. Don't get caught up in just going for the real low rank, because of course that's good, but usually when you get rank like that, Amazon will jump on your listing. If you use your Hummingbird app and look at, well, your estimated monthly really isn't that high for a rank that low, is it? But you look at your competition. Now remember, your competition would be FBA, and there is none. Okay? So if you jumped on this, now you probably want to look at your keeper chart, and you, of course, you see your tan area. When Amazon had it, it was only $5-6. They got out of it and it just started going up and up. You don't know when Amazon's going to get it again. You think you know, but you don't know. So watch what happens here. I'm going to click on the Hummingbird app, and then I'm going to go ahead into Tactical Edge. And watch what I do here. I'm looking at average 90-day rank. See, because you see a sales rank right here, that's just a snapshot in time, guys. You can't think and assume that that's where it is all the time. But a 3-month picture, yeah. Okay. Now look at your 90-day price. 90 days. This tells you this is pretty consistent, right? Now you go back to the listing and you look. Amazon had this for quite a bit of time. So for that reason, you might decide not to deal with it. I mean, they had it, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. And then, so what you might want to do, like in my case, you're looking at you being the only FBA seller, possibly. I probably would grab 10 of them and keep it moving. And then once I do that, now I'm just going to source Target to figure out, what I can put together as a Target haul. That's what I would do. Let me see something else, though, just to evaluate that a little bit more. Nobody really has a lot of stock, right? So for that reason, I would probably jump. And then when you look at the average prices here, they're getting it. Let me look at my comments, because I know somebody probably found something where I done screwed up. Let's see. Lance says, I'm upset because it's doing better than my scan. Don't be, man. Use your scans and always be scanning. So, let's see. Okay. Give me a second here. And I tell you what. I'm going to look at something real quick. Let me see. I got a question for you guys, and this is going to be something we really need to talk about. We're not going to get to the bottom of this in this episode, but this is something that you and I, as Amazon Pro merchants, we're going to have to start dealing with. At least we're going to have to address it, whether you want to or not. But first, what we're going to do, we're going to come back to my Seller Central. We're going to come out here. We're going to see what I'm doing today. So you can see where the date is May the 23rd. The year is 2020. We've had 11 sales so far. And then on down the line, 7 days, 15 days. And for the last 30 days, we've had 903 units sold for $19,339.09. And if you're following me, you know this number is going back up again, even as we kind of come out of what I would call the Amazon FBA pandemic scare that we were dealing with. So let's just kind of look. If we look at my last 30 days, you had a dip around the 1st and 2nd of the month. It was going down. You see that? And then what happened was you start seeing it go up, and there's a downward tick, and then it's going up, and then there's a downward tick, and then it's going up. So basically, if you look from here to here, you're seeing a lot of ups and downs with a gradual upward trend. So, you know, that's kind of like what's going on with it. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Tell you what we could do. We could go out. We could go out to month to date. We could apply that. We'll take out last month. But look at last year. If you just go, for example, on the 3rd, I sold 1 unit on the 3rd last year, 19 units this year, 5 last year, 30, 3 last year, 29 this year, 6 last year, 36. So you see, this is what it's all about. You know, I'm always asking you guys, where are you going to be this time next year? I'm always telling you the answer. The answer is, what are you doing right now? That's what's going to determine where you're at next year. But you have to have a goal. I can't tell you what your goal is, guys. Let me just see if there were any other questions, and then we're going to go to this last thing, guys, that we have to consider. Lance, would you be quiet? Third find, 237%. It's a book. My last purchase today, I think. Good for you, man. I'm glad you're sharing with us. We need to get excited because this stuff really does work. And there's literally an unlimited supply out there. So keep it going. But yeah, check this out, guys. This is something we gotta look at. Okay. So we're gonna come back out to my Seller Central and watch what I do here. You can't see it, but I'm gonna type in the word insurance. And in the results, you're going to see pro merchant insurance requirements. Now, some of you guys are smarter than me, a lot of you. You guys are, this is something I never considered. Pro merchant insurance requirements. Pro merchants who sell on Amazon must provide proof of commercial general liability insurance. This insurance obtained at the merchant's expense shall cover up to $1 million per occurrence and in the aggregate, and must include product liability, bodily injury, or personal injury, property damage, and other requirements as stated in the Amazon Services Business Solutions Agreement. So remember when you signed up for your account and you clicked on a tab or something, a little box that says you agree to the agreement? The insurance must indicate that Amazon.com Inc. and its affiliates and assignees are added as additional insureds. Oh boy. I never realized it. I never looked at it. Guys, this is something we have to have. Now, let me know in the comments right now if you were aware of this. Some of you probably already been through it, and you can tell us, you can tell all the working class hustlers what we need to be doing. But I'm telling you, I'm reading it in plain English. And the fact of the matter is this. Anything could happen. What if you send something to what if one of your products gets sent to a customer? I don't care if it's FBA. I don't care if it's MF. And something happens to that person's child. Maybe it was a toy and the child choked on the toy, or it had lead paint or whatever. You know what we're going to say? We're going to say, well, hey, we didn't make the product. It ain't our fault. And the truth is, no judge would probably find you liable. The sad truth is, and this is what we're going to be talking about here coming up, the sad truth is it may take you $30,000 to defend yourself. You're not going to... See, there's nothing to stop someone from suing you. Whether you're really liable in the end, whether you're really found liable, that's not what we really need to protect against. We need to protect against what it's going to cost to defend ourselves. Easily 30 grand. And that would shut me down because I ain't got that kind of money. Okay. So let me go to my comments because I know somebody's probably already saying something. Let's see. Gina says, I had no idea. You know, I heard about a case where somebody ordered something from Amazon. Package came, regular mail, USPS. Customer tripped over the package, fell, broke his hip, broke his shoulder, sued Amazon, sued the third-party seller, even sued the manufacturer. Now, of course, the case is ridiculous. That's why you have no good lawyers that'll walk up to somebody and say, well, you know, you fell. We should sue. We should sue the manufacturer. We should sue Amazon. We should sue, you know, the third-party seller. And remember, most people, as you already know, most people don't even know the difference between a third-party seller and Amazon. They just think they're buying it from Amazon. You get caught up in this mess, you got to be defended. Okay? So, you know, and then there's other things that we have to consider if we're going to take our business seriously. Okay? What if you're in an accident while you're out doing retail arbitrage? That's not covered under your car insurance. What if there's a fire and your inventory gets destroyed? Your homeowners doesn't cover that. So, you know, we got to start thinking as we're growing our businesses and our businesses are becoming assets. We have to start doing the smart things to protect ourselves. Now, am I saying that you need to run out there right out the back and get $2 million of liability insurance? I'm not saying that. And guys, you follow me. You know I'm not a worrywart. I'm not one of these guys looking for something to worry about so I can go try and worry other people. You know, I wasn't one of them little big head boys running home from school because I had told on everybody. No. But as you grow the business and as the business becomes more and more viable and it becomes an asset and something that you want to protect, you got to start approaching it that way. Thanks, Sonia. Sonia says smash the like button. So if anybody has not hit the like button already, please go ahead and do that. And we have been live for an hour and 24 minutes. So does anybody have any more questions before I dance my way out of here and then get me something to eat and lay my behind down? Oh! So, what do you think? Any questions? I started talking about insurance and now y'all got quiet. I wasn't trying to scare anybody, but this is just something we gotta consider, right? I wish I could have did better on finding products. I'll come back. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to watch my own video that I uploaded to remember how to sort by category, because there is a button for that, a way to filter that. But let me just make sure there wasn't any other areas that we didn't cover. No. All right, we're good to go, guys. I'll give you a couple of minutes in case somebody had a question. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting, we're going to see what else we can find. I'm going to take this product. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to move that to my target folder so I can look at that later. Let's see what else. See, and Walmart had this as well. Let's see what else we got. Four pack. I told you this store is garbage. I don't know if anybody knows that store, but I tell you, I am not impressed. I'm just sort of looking around here. 321, that's a 7 ounce. Then I'll come out to Amazon. That's a 7 ounce. Price ain't right. They're saying the buy box price should be like $9.99. That ain't $9.99. Now, here's what I want to say about this. Not that you would get into this product, but sometimes you'll see a low price, but what you really want to look at, make sure that you're always looking at the 90-day average price. The price may be tanked right now, but if the average 90-day price is good, you might still want to jump on it. Now, see, here I can tell I don't want it. Because even at 90, it's no good. But that's just another way of looking at things that I wanted to talk to you about. Because sometimes it may be a loss right now, but you can see how that price moves around, and you know it's going to come back up again, and then you're ready. You know what I mean? So, okay. Let's see. Check my questions. Lance says this company is saying I can't list as new because Amazon buy box. Is that right? As a result of Amazon's change to the buy box, our suppliers now require that their titles no longer be listed in new condition on any Amazon marketplace. I have no idea. Text me later if you want to go over that, because you might not want to share that. I don't know. Remember, if you want to connect with me, that's the number. Text the words working class hustler. and we'll get connected. I'll return your text just as soon as I can. Sometimes I can be a little bit slow because I'm busy. I got other stuff. I'm working. But I will get back to you, I promise. Also, just in case, you probably don't need it, but just in case, I do have a 12 module course out there. Look out, guys. It's pretty cheap. It's on a site called Udemy. It's a 12 module course. You probably don't need it, but just in case you want to make that investment, just so you have everything right in a course. And I'm telling you, me and Jim, we already figured it out what we're going to do, because there's so much information. We're going to come out with a 2.0. And of course, if you have bought the original, you will automatically get the new one. When we come out with the new one, we're pulling it off of Udemy because it's going to be worth much, much more. But that's there for you if you want to make that investment. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to check one more time in case somebody had some questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let me see. So Lance says, this is new to me. Thinking it's one of Amazon's business where I got it. Okay. Were you talking about the insurance? I'm not sure, Lance. Let me know. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Okay, cool. You'll talk to me later. Good. We'll do it like that. It's 1:30. I'm out of here. Thanks so much, so much for joining me today. And I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Remember, this is What to Sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, respecting your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. I done showed you how to go out and get that paper. It's time to go get mine. Music! Pull it out. Look at that. Look at that. You understand?